Hi guys, welcome back again. So this is Anne, and I want to thank you so much for your feedbacks and the hourglass palette I uploaded. I was just like, you know what, I'll just share it out there, people get to see it. But I think I got a nasty, out of all the lovely comments, I got one knob who put a nasty comment to me, and I deleted it, but I thought I'd address it, and I'll do that later in the video, because I think, you know what, enough is enough, and it's sometimes you've got to tell people what they really need to hear, they don't want to hear. But I'm not going to start on the wrong foot today, so I'm going to keep it nice and sweet. So I have your most loved, or based on the vote I did, I'm taking the piece to say your most loved request for the Byredo, and I thought, you know what, okay, I'll get it. I did a vote first time, I did a vote, and I thought I'll get it, and then I'll see what the crack is all about. So that's it there, and these are the swatches on my hands. Some of them are so close to my skin that, you know, you would even think, looking at the shade here, you would think that there's nothing there. There is a swatch there. Some of them, and this one, they're so close to the skin, but I'm not worried, because I'm sure that when I apply it, it'll be different. So let's just get on with it. And today, I don't know if I'm going to do so many looks. I'm just going to do 2 looks because I need to get out, but or 1 look either, but I'll just let you see how they are. I want to go for the shades here first, so that you get to see what they are on our skin tone, just so you have an idea, so that when you pick it up, you can tell and see, you know, if the palette is for you. The red ones will show, but I think our concern would be these ones. So I'm starting off with that light shade, as you can see. Just, if I'm not too close to the camera, I will give you a close-up view when I'm done. All right, so that's that shade, and just see, you see, it's very natural, like really close to the skin, so it's not, you can't really see anything. Well, now, because I typically want to use the same brush for shades that are close to my skin, and I don't think I need to like try to use all my brushes, because I'm trying to try a shade on or whatever, but let's see. I want to try this one. Okay, let's do this one. Let's see if there's anything different, yeah, on our skin tone. So you see, so I would listen, they're not ashy. I'm gonna say it here, they're not like ashy. I will call this one, these shades are like your beige shades. These are cool leaning colors. This side here is a bit cool leaning. They're, you know, they're just close to the skin, simply put. That's what I'll say about that. So I'm gonna wipe my brush, that one. Got a little clot here by my side. I wipe that one, use the same sense as a natural hair brush. I'll use this shade here and see if I begin to create some dimension, and just see if I can create a depth, you know, and then we'll take it from there. This might be a long video, just because I just want to see if I can do justice to showing you these shades. I think you're not so bothered about the brighter colors, because you know it's show, but these ones are what you want to see if you can work with. And you can see that, so it's not really doing so much. Just simply put, it's okay. I'll have to use this same brush. Let me just wipe it a little bit more, and now I'm going to go into the shade. So I'm basically just trying to play with every shade that I think, you know, we're wondering if it would show up on our skin. That's what I'm trying to do today, so that way it helps you to decide what you're doing, if you want it or not, or if you have got it yet, how you can use it. So that's that. So you see, this is like no makeup look. But now, if we want to take, I'm leaving the side for now. Let's stay here. Let's, using the same brush, I wipe it a little. I love this brush. It's the Wayne Goss brush. It's the most easiest fluffy brush for me when I want to apply makeup. I really love it because it's hooded. So let's go with this shade, which is a deepest. Like, that's what it looks on the brush. Just take it here and just put it here, and do the same here. So this one shows up. I think this is giving me the, if you have Pat McGrath #1, it's giving me those brown, you know, the brown shade she has in there. It's deep, but it's not so deep, like it's difficult to blend like Pat McGrath's. Oh, Pat McGrath's not difficult to blend, but if you're a learner, you probably struggle. But yeah, it blends like a dream. So you see, now there's a little bit of depth, because that shade is the deepest of them all. I'm gonna flip the brush, going with this brush now. Let me go into the shade and see if it does anything. just to, okay. So you see, playing with most of this shades here, you can see this is the max we can get out of it. You see, but you still get that smoky thing. You still get a little bit of it. I mean, to be fair, you still get a little bit of the smoky. I'm trying to clean up the side. You get a little bit of the smokiness. So it's not like, you know, it's so bland. So if you want to just play around, avoid this side and use this, oh sure, you can come up with something, right? You get what I mean? You can. So that's that. So now that I know what it is, I think what I want to do, I'm going to go into the shade here, this one now, just to put it on top of it, you know, because to be fair, this side you only have this one and this one that actually would give you that sort of, without looking too natural. So yeah, let's go for something else. I'm looking for a brush to use, if you bear with me. Okay. Oh no, let's get with this. Okay, let's go with this. This is Refa. Let's go with this shade. I'm really keen on this shade, and I'll do a swatch of this one alone here so you get to see. That's what that shade looks like. So I'm just going to pile it on my brush, and I'm going to put it here. And then I'll just take more and do the same this side. To be honest, I just picked this palette because I love Byredo. I'm a sucker for their yearly palettes, this 18 pound whatever. I'm a sucker for it. I always tend to just pick it up every year. The one of last year was the one that I could not really use, to be honest. I couldn't, because like it was so bluish, so very abstract, and I'm not on a very normal day. I love very natural shades. I don't like shades that are just, you know, so much have a lot going on. I love to keep it very natural. So yeah, let's go into that shade. I'm just trying to diffuse whatever it is I have on going on there. I know I'm wearing a pink t-shirt. I'm meant to be using something pink, but you know, let's just play with this today. So that's that shade there on the eyes. I'll probably build it a lot more. Let me grab another brush. One sec. Okay, so I'll grab another brush and let's go into this one again, the same shade. I'm using this goat hair from Sony G just to layer it a lot more. I don't have the room light on, just having this one, just so you see what it's like. And see that it's not that, forget the pictures, they look like, oh, it was too much. It's not a lot, to be fair. So I'm going back into this shade. I'm just going to dip into this and this, and I'm just going to smoothen it out. I don't want it like a proper, I can just go back here, maybe a little bit more, just a little bit more. And then let me go into the shade, just clean up there a little bit. Okay, so for the lower bit of the eyes, I'll get the pencil brush. To be fair, I can't really see what to use here, but let's do the tear duct, and then maybe from there I can tell myself what I want to do. I'll start with this shade, dip it into that, and I'm gonna just put it here. Now that packs a punch. Okay, so I think we should go in with this shade. Yeah. Okay, so this is the final look. I went in with my Dior blush. I went in with I played with the red and the oud, and then I went in with the Dior highlighter, the backstage one. I got the deep one. I think you've seen us. I did a shots on it. I went in with this one, sunlit amber. This one. That's what I've used, you know, for the finished look. Now the lighting here, it might have changed. So now this is where my rant begins. But before that, let me just give you my thoughts, you know, of this fully. So the question is, do you need this? Is this a must-have? No. But if you're a collector of this Byredo yearly palette, then of course the formula is phenomenal. The only shade I found that was a little bit dry was this one. And I don't know if it's just me or any other person, it's just this particular shade, but the rest is nice. So this year, I think what they've done, you have the cool leaning and the warm leaning side, and you can see that if you wanted to use this side alone, you can create a look with it, because you saw me playing with most of these shades here. I played with basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've played with this 5 shades here before I went this way, you know. So it's a palette that you can use for everyday cool leaning. You can just pick some here and even go here and pick a bit. It works. And if you want to jazz it up a bit like I've done today, you just reach for this shade. This shade is not scary, and I'm sure the red would not be scary. I haven't used the red today on my eyes, but I've gone in with this. Or you can create, you know, quads from them. So just a 4, like that 4 would work, this 4, you know, you can just play around with it. But it's nice. I prefer this one to the one of last year, the mineral scrapes, because I really couldn't really use it. I had to declutter it fast. But this, I think I can use it a little bit more. It's because it's close to the Kalahari, and I also missed the Remembrance palette. Those shades there were really, you know, powerful and yeah, really strong. So I like it, and I'm happy. I think this one I would keep it, fingers crossed, onto the next one. And you know, that's it. The reason why I tend to declutter, which I told myself for palettes I didn't buy much this year, because I think most times it's not in front of me. I just reach for what's in front of me, and then sometimes it's just collecting dust, and I think, what's the point? But I think this one is wearable, so I should keep it. It's a lot more wearable. They all are, but this one is a lot more wearable for every day if I don't want to be bothered. So yeah, I'll keep this. And just once again, these are the swatches, you know, of them. This one I just had to swatch so that you could see what the color was while applying it. But these are the proper swatches of the palette. Some are so close to our skin tone, but they can work as a base, and they're not ashy once you use them as a base, you know what I mean. So that's about it. That's what I tell you about this. Sorry.
And I tell you my God, you know my style, you know the chance, then it's all up, baby. If you say you get the man, then you wanna try, you could go die, baby. You've been a landslide for a long time, but then no one believe me. All up when I come back, you one try, but you do I'm if it's easy. Who bad enough, who to be like, hey, wait when I fall my cellular, hey. Your back and your spine, how could you go break, carry my weight, because I'm way too big. Too big to be fucking with you. Let me go be with you, because I'm way too smart. Way too smart to be fucking with you. Try fucking with you, because I'm way too cool. Way too cool to be losing my cool.